Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Civ 5 Polynesia. After the stunningly stupid mistake of picking Monarchy instead of Honor like I said I was going to, I'm now going to have to wait 21 turns to clear out these barbarians. I don't know. Again, they're not a threat to me right now, so I don't feel the need to go and kill them. And, I mean, Leventa would give me some influence with them, and they are, what kind of? They're a religious city. I don't think the extra faith really serves my purposes at this point, so I'm going to hold off on that. It's a real shame that I screwed that up, because that would have been very nice. Oh, they attacked me. That was silly. Yeah, that extra culture actually would have meant that I got my next tenant very quickly, but I was an idiot, didn't pay attention, and this is what happens. Oh well. The mission for killing this barbarian camp isn't going anywhere. Might as well sit back and not show my hand too early. Ooh, we found Krakatoa. That's actually a pretty nice natural wonder, I'm sorry. Why is it that the city-states always get those natural wonders? It seems like they're the ones who always get it. Alright, well I'm going to get this Temple of Artemis. So 10% growth in all cities, plus 15% production when building ranged units. Arguably one of the most powerful wonders in the game. Alright. Let's keep traveling around. There's a couple other players that we're missing here. Alright, do I want the watermill? Food and production is nice. Do I want the Mausoleum of Harlequin Narcissus? That's only useful for a couple reasons. First off, every great person gives me 100 gold. That's kind of meh. Not bad, but not great. Also, I would only get 2 gold from this marble, which isn't a bad thing per se, but I'm not sure it's a priority for me. Also, I don't really care about the great merchant points, so we're gonna grab a watermill instead. No. We're gonna grab a settler first, then we're gonna grab a watermill. I am re-evaluating my strategy because I am thinking all this stuff up on the fly. Construction, composite bowman, that's nice. I could upgrade you. Costs 55 gold. It's probably worth it. Let's do it. Composite bowman. Okay, let's open the technology tree and see what's gonna get me toward my guilds fastest. Drama and poetry would get me my first guild, and that's a writer's guild. Probably a good call. Philosophy is tempting because it actually does have some really nice science and culture benefits. The Oracle, for example, is great. You know, even if I did get a writer's guild, I don't really have anywhere to place these extra writing slots yet. I'm going to go with philosophy, and then I'm going to rush drama and poetry and see what happens from there. Even though I am going for a cultural victory, I do need science. I need to keep up in all respects because this is Emperor difficulty and you can't really slack off and focus on just one thing unless you are in a very, very lucky position where you are not threatened by literally anything, which I'm currently not in that position, so we'll avoid that. My warrior had to kill the barbarian. Alright. Well, we'll give you shock and let you heal up. Let's grab the ruin. Another map. I don't feel like the map is actually going to be any use to me. Well, I found a city-state. Let's go ahead and meet them. This is a bigger map than I would have thought. He wants to give me iron for wine. I would actually like to refute that and say, let's trade ivory. Ivory is a good thing. I don't mind extra happiness. Works well toward a golden age. Alright, we have our first settler. We could build down here. We could build up here. I'm going to void up here because I haven't cleared out the barbarians, but down here is not a bad call. Now, if I place right here, I'll have iron and my wheat immediately. Salt, I will get eventually. It'll take a while, but that's going to happen no matter where I place it. One thing I want to consider, however, is that I already have easy access to this coast, this side of my islands, thanks to Honolulu, but I don't on this side. So I'm actually going to place it here, just for strategic militaristic purposes. Ah, Mount Kalish, how nice. It may not be an issue, but why take the risk, I wonder. Alright. Let's build our first moai, because they're kind of nice. Now I'll get myself a watermill. The extra production and food is certainly nothing to sneeze at, which is a phrase that I say way too often, I find. Attila currently has a reasonable army, but he hasn't surpassed us by that much. So, surprisingly, I'm actually in a good spot. Alright, the Moai does give me culture right off the bat. So this tile will now give me food, production, and culture. And if I build a Moai over here, that bonus will buff up to 2 culture each. So it's worth building them in pairs when you can. Also, if you don't remember, my racial bonus is that I get 10% combat bonus if I fight within 2 tiles of a Moai. Which, well, considering this is a very strategic choke point, could actually happen. So I do want to dot my islands with them periodically. Alright, I met Jerusalem. That's nice. For faith. Meh. Let's go ahead and shoot the barbarian and go ahead and weaken them. It's still going to be 11 more turns until I can get honor. And then I'll clear out the barbarian camps, see if I can't rake in as much extra culture as possible. I will accept your embassy. You completed the statue of Zeus, did you? That's a shame. Had I actually gotten honor, I might have done that, but I didn't. Manila. Catholicism. We have a first religion. Also, Attila is spreading rather quickly. Joinville, Kebi. He has copper, though. Copper's nice. I probably will want to kill him at some point, not gonna lie. But I can wait on that, so I don't need to be a warmonger. I'm not gonna kill that unit yet, because I don't have honor. Alright. Watermill is gonna be done. What else can I build? That's a good question. What do I want to build, actually? If I got the terracotta army, I would get culture. A wonder is always going to be nice for tourism. I'd get a composite bowman, an archer, and a warrior, probably. But it does take 9 turns. And I'm not convinced that that's really going to be worth my time. Walls, barracks, coliseum, mausoleum. Well, I don't really see anything else that is just pressing at the moment, so let's get started on the terracotta army, and if I get it, great, and I can deny Attila that bonus, but if not, no big deal. Alright, we founded our next city. And this is going to be Samoa, okay. I'm thinking we start with the watermill? 2 food and a production versus 2 food, which eventually will be 3, but I don't have a worker down here yet. Alright, we're going to grab a watermill. Actually, no. Let's not get a terracotta army. Let's get ourselves another worker. We're going to want the economic benefits. Terracotta is nice, but it's not the best wonder in the game, so I'm not going to stress too much about it. Let's go ahead and embark, find some more city-states. If you guys have been paying attention to Beyond Earth, it looks like it's going to be a very, very interesting take on Civilization. I'm really looking forward to playing it out on this channel for you guys. See what kind of new strategies develop. Hanoi, or Hanoi, or whatever. Drama and poetry is what I said I get next, so I'll stay true to my word and actually do that. I appear to travel slower over deep water, so I'm going to stick to the coast as much as I can. Alright. Let's immediately send... Do I want to build a road right off the bat? It'll take a while. No. Let's just go ahead and start developing Samoa ASAP. Because we love Samoa, and, well, we want to take good care of them. 5 more turns, huh? Alright. Temple? No. Oracle? Yes. Scientist points, free social policy. Pretty much universally going to be a good choice for my purposes. So let's do it. I'm surprised I have not found more players at this point. I would have thought that I would. I just hit a golden age. That shaved off a couple turns in Honolulu. It also means Samoa that is going to grow a little bit faster. I also no longer need this warrior here. Where do I want to put you instead? Let's send you up north, because I'm probably going to want to occupy the rest of this island. Ah, alright, well, they just armed themselves, and now I have a free archer. Okay, okay. Not quite what I would have hoped for, maybe, but... Boston, okay. And he built the Hanging Gardens. Well... a little disappointing because I like that wonder, but I probably wasn't going to get it, so it's okay. Alright, well, we're heading into American territory. There's still this gaping hole in the middle of my map. Let's shoot that ship down because I don't want him getting around the coast. And I'm actually going to tell you to kind of auto-explore for now. All of you guys, because at this point I'm tired of micromanaging. You're taking too long. And I think I've seen everything I absolutely need to see. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus is built. Fine, no biggie. Our Easter egg heads are done, complete with a very stylish hat over here. That might be slightly racist to say it that way. I don't know. Maybe people will be offended. Let's grab the next thing of wheat. And let's move forward to this choke point and put my archers here instead. Alright, I can finally get honor. Doing it. Not screwing this up this time. Let's go kill things. Now, fortunately, Leventa has a quest to kill this camp, and the barbarians... Oh, hello, Mayans. The barbarians stole a worker, which I could return, because I don't need it, and I will get very good stature with Leventa, which is never a bad thing. So let's do that. Drama and poetry is done, which means I'm going to want to work on the Artists Guild, or the Writers Guild, probably pretty soon. Let's grab sailing, because I'm a bit behind on that front. Petra, yeah, not a problem. I wasn't going to get that no matter what. Okay. Free social policy. I could get extra production with melee units, not a big deal. I could get more combat strength for melee units with other stuff nearby. Useful in the early game, not so much later. So let's instead get oligarchy, and that's going to give me additional garrison strength bonus, and, because it's the last thing in tradition, extra growth and free aqueducts, and I can purchase great engineers with faith. Not bad. We'll do that. Save myself a little time. I don't need trapping is the thing, so let's go ahead and take a look at the technology tree and see what I'm missing. I will want to head for metal casting. You think guilds would be my better choice, and very soon afterwards, yes. But I need to get my production up, because I feel like I'm lacking a little bit on that front. Alright, let's get the Writers Guild. It only takes 2 turns, so no big deal. Let's attack you. Let's shoot you down, and now we move on to the next turn. Maybe not. Okay. Okay, move you down, and let's see what we're missing here. I'm going to want to dominate the ocean pretty heavily in this. Okay, I could build a farm, or I could build a moai. I'm actually going to build a farm, and I'll build a moai elsewhere. Don't need it right now. Alright, let's shoot you. Let's save the worker. I don't need it, so I'm going to actually return it to get 45 influence, which is worth a fair chunk of money. Leventa is now an ally, which means I have access to their ivory and their wine, and they actually will remain allies with me for a fair while. Plus, I'm getting extra faith. That was an easy choice to make. Leventa, we will be the mostest bestest of the friends. Okay, I want to let you heal, actually, because this guy's already in a position to intercept. Let's send my archer down. And the National Epic is actually a slot for great writing, so that's not a bad call. I could still get the Terracotta Army, but, amphitheater. Wonders are nice, but, to be frank, they do not make or break a game, usually. And in this case, I need to have more passive guaranteed bonuses, so I'm going to do that instead. Alright. What should I build next with this guy? They seem to think another moai. I might be pronouncing that horribly, and you guys are just facepalming right and left. I don't know, but... Okay. Let's go ahead and kill off these barbarians. The archer can take down the boats, and they're worth a fair amount of extra culture, so... We found Byblos. That's good. The Mayans are currently the most scientific. I'm falling behind on that front. I got a great prophet, which means I get a religion, which is nice. Let's move the archer down here and kill off the ship for an extra 10 culture. Let's kill the barbarian for an extra 8 culture. I can upgrade the archer, apparently. Accuracy will do fine. Let's get you away from that other barbarian. And what do I want to found? Well, Catholicism was founded. Tengrism, Sikhism... You know, we don't see very often, we don't see very many Jewish Polynesian historical documents, so we're going to do that. Ha! Alright, founder. Tithe apparently was already taken. No, it's not. Never mind. Now, I could get World Church for faith, but tithe is always really powerful. I'm going to get tithe. And if I get cathedrals, I get Great Work of Art slots. Very nice. It pays to have a religion if you're going for a cultural victory because you want to get the cathedrals. I like those. Okay. Let's get ourselves another farm here. Let's travel up north. We found Melbourne. Still no more ancient ruins. That's disappointing. Let's shoot the ship down. Let's train you up with shock. Let's heal you up. And our island should be barbarian-free and ready for another city to be founded. Huzzah! Okay. So, to that end, let's see. This is actually growing pretty fast. A library would not go amiss. I think the next thing we're going to build is another settler. We'll get our third city going, and then we'll move on from there. Now, I could expand to a totally different island, but why right now? The islands that I'm on is large enough to host 3 cities with a fair amount of resource diversity. I think it's a great place for a city, so we'll do that. Build a plantation to take advantage of the wine so I can trade it. Barabadur, whoever founded Catholicism, apparently is going for some heavy religion stuff. That makes me think it's either Spain or maybe Byzantium. I don't know. All right, how am I doing on? I'm a little low on money. Well, I don't have. I could get a cargo ship, and that's actually a good idea. Yes, cargo ships. Trading by sea is almost always better, in my opinion. And the seas seem to be relatively clear at the moment, so I can trade with La Venta at the very least and get a fair amount of money. So we'll do that. Let's keep exploring. Okay, aesthetics is definitely a necessity. So we're going to earn ourselves some writers, artists, and musicians faster. Also unlocks Uffizi, which is important. And then once we get all of this, we're going to be able to double the bonus we receive from Museums and Wonder, the theming bonus, which I'll explain later because that's confusing. But it does eventually kind of build up extra culture, extra tourism, kind of necessary for a cultural victory. I can't really think of a good example where that didn't happen. All right, Jerusalem should really like me. I founded Judaism for them. I mean, that's got to be a good thing, right? Cargo ship, make me money. Accept embassy, yes. You're located over here, are you? Copper for wine. Yes, that's a fair trade. I will take it. That was sort of the point. Engineering is done, and let's go ahead and grab another Moai, huh? I'm going to continue to call it a Moai, because no one can correct me from here, but it's worth 2 extra culture. I will get tenants very quickly as Polynesia, which is a nice thing. How many tiles am I working, though? Even if I put the Moai there, quite frankly, I'm not going to get anything. You know what? No. It's not worth... I don't have enough population to really justify improving more tiles. What I can instead work on, actually, are some roads. Now, I'll build a Moai here, because I don't have one in this area yet, and I can put them right there, and that's actually a good location for it. So we'll do it. But I don't need anything beyond that. A great writer has been born, our first of many. Let's create ourselves a great work early on. The tourism is already starting to build. We can trade with La Venta for 6 gold, or Byblos for 9. I think that's a better choice, obviously, so let's do it. And we will build ourselves another settler, because that's what I said I was going to do, and it's a good time for it. Alright. So I think we'll place it about there. I'm not sure if the game will agree with me, but we are going to. So let's start building a road to there. A road to currently nowhere, but it won't last that way. Let's trade with Washington because our thing has expired.
I trust you are a friend to live.
Ivory, wine. Actually, hang on. I do not have ivory. Okay, I wasn't sure if La Venta was giving that to me, but they haven't improved the tile yet. So until they do, I'm not doing anything with this wine.
Go ahead.
I could sell it, however. Let's see if we can sell it. Can I get, say, 7 gold per turn from you? Will that work? It will, alright. I'll take an extra 7 gold per turn. He's currently neutral with me. If he were friendly, I probably could have asked for more, but... Alright, 7 extra gold per turn is actually probably more valuable to me than the happiness right now, because I'm not suffering on that front. And I haven't even gotten my salt, which is going to be worth even more, so... They seem to think it's time to start building roads, huh? Alright. Alright, let's connect everything. Roads! 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 It is that time. Okay. Settler, you're gonna go here. I know you don't think that's a good idea, but I disagree because I am god of the Polynesians, and I say, build it. National College, can't build that yet. We can, however, build a granary, so we'll do it. And we will build Oh, gosh, the National College. It's going to take a little while. Let's get some production put in on it. The moment I found this city, I won't be able to, and that's a lot of science. It actually might be worth doing it. Songhai. Ah, man. You got a lot of militaristic civs on the board right now. Ironworking is done. Getting 27 science per turn. It's not quite enough. The National College would be nice. I can get halfway before I even am in place to found the city, so maybe it won't be a problem. Do nothing. Let's actually wait until Honolulu finishes. It's only 4 turns. Not a big deal. So we'll do it. Just sleep here for now. Sleep with the fishes. Colossus. Okay. National Epic will be important, actually, at some point. But that's only in that... that's actually more important in the capital than anything else, so... We're doing okay on happiness. Let's grab ourselves another amphitheater, so we have more slots to put our great work of writing. It's going to be important that we keep on top of that throughout the game. Brazil. Ah! There's my cultural rival. Alright, I'm going to have to go to war with Brazil and probably reduce them. I'll explain more of that strategy later as the game progresses, but war is probably going to be an asset for me. We'll take an embassy. We've got our national college, and we can found... Well, if they'll give me a second, we can found our next city of Tonga! Hooray! With immediate access to stone and iron, soon to have silk, more wine, cows, fish, and everything else you could possibly want, because the fish was delish and it made quite a dish. But I do think that's going to be a good place to stop for this episode, so thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Pravus with Civ 5 Polynesia, and I will see you guys next time.